Oh no, a track change again, and that may put Montego Bay into the mix as Category 5 Melissa with 175 mile per hour winds is crawling up to the western coastline of Jamaica, and things are changing minute by minute. Let me tell you what's going on. So the storm has deviated a little bit to the left of the central part of the track. Remember, we have those cones right here. You can see those yellow lines where we know the storm is going to be anywhere east of this yellow line, but west of this one, and this would be the center line. Notice it's hanging out a little bit more towards the western line, and the latest GFS model that just came out indeed takes it just that way, right up towards Montego Bay. But the European model just came out, and it says, no, we're going to go with this line right here. So there's still some question. But if you look at what's actually happening so far, it does appear that it could be just a few miles farther to the west. And let me show you the ramifications of that. If the landfall is anywhere to the west of Black River, that puts Montego Bay into the eye wall as it shoots north and eastward. And while that would leave Negril on the western tip of Jamaica on the weak side of the storm, everywhere else will be in the eye wall or points east, which is the strong side of the storm, even Kingston. Although this is better news for Kingston if it moves that far west, because there's almost 100 miles there that the storm would be to the west of Kingston, and that means tropical storm force winds rather than true hurricane force winds for Kingston, but getting pretty close to hurricane force there as well. So it's kind of a good news, bad news situation. It's getting more and more dire for places like Montego Bay and the western part of the coastline, and it's getting a little bit better for the places that earlier looked like you'd have the biggest winds at around Kingston and Spanish Town. But you still get the storm surge on the east side of the storm. So you're still going to have, this really high water coming in. And you're still going to get all this rain with the storm crawling overnight. What's the timetable on the storm? Well, this part of St. Elizabeth right here and Manchester and Clarendon, I'm expecting that by midnight tonight, Jamaica time, that's when hurricane force winds will first just start to arrive. But it won't really be until towards dawn that the worst of the storm envelops the whole western and central part of the island. So keep that in mind. This is going to get progressively worse through the night. And first thing in the morning when the eye arrives, look out. Wherever it moves across, there may actually be a calm for a while in the middle of the storm as it's moving over you. So don't go out too prematurely if the winds suddenly die down and it even looks like it's clearing up a little bit. Wait an hour to see if it comes back at you a second time.